Greetings, humans. Guess what? It's Pi Day. That's right. 3.14, and that's all I know. What's Pi for? Also, hi, I'm DK. This is a thing I'm doing. I don't know if I want to call it a show. I guess this is episode 6, technically. I guess it's an episode. I don't think it's in a season. I think it's a series. I don't know. God, don't call it that. Look, it's just think of this as me calling you to talk to you on my way home from work. Okay, we're friends. You and I are friends. Okay, calm down. Anyway, it's Pi Day. Isn't that fun? Should have been on Friday for rhyming purposes. Oh well, I think it's a missed opportunity. I'm gonna call somebody about it. Rip Stephen Hawking. He ironically died on Einstein's birthday. I don't know if that's ironic. It's just coincidental, I guess. So what's the difference? There's that difference, and people always go, actually, it's not irony, it's coincidence. Whatever, fine. I won't use the word. I'm just scared now. I'm living in fear of you, person. So thanks. Look what you've done to me. Ugh. Some people. I tell you. I do. I will tell you. So yeah, Pi Day. Stephen Hawking. We got the sad news. He's no longer with us. Although he lived way longer than he was supposed to. If I remember right, like he was given 2 years to live, like 30 years ago or more. Like he lived an insane amount of time with the disease he had. So yeah, it's a good thing he did too. What a guy. What a brain. Yeah. And yeah, also, like I said, Einstein's birthday. Einstein. It's more fun to say that way. I don't think it's pronounced that way. But if you want to call him Einstein, be my guest. What else happened today? Well, spoilers, I was just randomly on the internet, and I saw this day in history, which is why I have all these facts. Also today, in 1948, it was somebody's birthday. Was it an important person? A president? Was it an actor or some kind of an author? No. Well, okay, maybe he was an author. Wait, actor and author. I bet he's written a book. Oh my God, guys, it was Billy Crystal. All that for Billy Crystal. Not a big deal. Most people know him as one of those monsters from Monsters, Inc. And by most people, I mean young people. For me, Billy Crystal, I think my first introduction to Billy Crystal was hosting the Academy Awards. I always loved, as a child, my mom always watched, when I was a child, my mother would watch the Academy Awards, and he would always do those, those intro to the awards ceremony, and he would do these pre-recorded, like, comedy bits, and I remember thinking they were hilarious. The one that it sticks out in my mind, I think it was from, I looked it up recently, maybe 98 or 99 even, where he's in the room with like Linda Blair from The Exorcist, and she pukes all over him, but it's because she's laughing so hard because he told her a funny joke and he's going to read her another one. I just remember thinking that was so funny for some reason. So good job, Billy Crystal. I think my first time seeing in a movie must have been Princess Bride, right? I don't know. Anyway, he's great. I don't know if he's done anything recently that I cared about, but I don't know. I don't want to analyze this too much. Anyway, yeah, his birthday was in 1948. That's fun. Also, this is the last thing I found on this day in history, and I only wrote this down because it's so weird. This is so odd. I don't know. I also, full disclosure, maybe there's more to it, and I'm sure there is, but it gave you a bunch of bullet points of this day in history, and this one was the last one, and it said, 1997, President Clinton expresses desire to return to golf course. I think I'd like to go back. he's expressed his desire to return to a golf course. Like maybe he's gonna go play golf again. I didn't click on it. I don't know the specifics, but let it be known the president might want to go play some golf later. Why? Why was that? I may have to look that back up. That's just crazy. Oh, last episode of this, I had a fun time with my music, my song of the day segment. And again, I'm not going to rely on segments. But if there's a song that I've been listening to, that I'm into, I'm going to recommend it to you. I'm going to play like 2 seconds of it for you. And so get your pen and paper. Get your pen and paper out. Get your pen and paper route. No, so once you get your pen, then you deliver your papers, and then I want you to come back here, pause this, come back, and then I'll tell you what song you should look up. You done? You delivered those papers? Did you get attacked by a dog? I never had a paper route, by the way. Well, I'm glad I didn't. It sounds terrible. Anyway, there's the song called Blackberry, and it's by Devin Townsend. It's from an album called Ghost. You'll know you found the right song when the first 40 seconds of it are kind of like swamp noises, like frog sounds and guitar noodling. I think you hear like someone walk out onto a back porch and like just kind of like doing, like kind of noodling on a guitar a little bit. I think there might be banjo involved. I don't know. And then you're going to hear, let's see, what are you going to hear? Hang on, I'm going to pull it up for you. You're going to hear like a, let's see if I can get it to happen. It's a really abrupt. From nowhere. There you go. Yeah! Woo! Do. You're going to hear that. You'll know you're in the right neighborhood. It's a cool song. It's probably not what you'd expect me to listen to, but guess what? I like Devin Townsend a lot, and he's all over the place. I'm surprised I haven't talked about him on here yet. He's one of my favorites. He's so unique. He originally was like a metal guy. One of the first things I remember learning about him was that he sang lead vocals on one album for Steve Vai when he was like 20 or 19 or something like that. I'm getting all these facts wrong. Something along those lines. As a young man, he sang for a Steve Vai album, which is crazy. And it's from the early 90s, but it's not bad. I like the album. And then he was in a metal band that I loved called Strapping Young Lad, which was like, the whole point was like how extreme can we be? And like, it kind of hated everyone, and he was like super angry and aggressive, and like the heaviest, fastest drums you've ever heard, like blast beats, and they have a song called Love. The video is Evil Dead theme, so you know I love that. But anyway, he's kind of going through all these phases and changes. So once he did Strapping Young Lad, then he changed to the Devin Townsend Project, and the Devin Townsend Band, and then he had a bunch of albums. And then he changed to the Devin Townsend Project, which was basically to differentiate. Like, he wanted to make different kinds of music and not be stuck in what that thing was, which is why he switched from Strapping Young Lad. He's a very, very creative person, and he likes to express himself in different ways. And he swapped over to that. I think Devin Townsend Project is the most accessible of his work. It's not as extreme, although some of it can be. He has this hilarious space opera album called Ziltoid. I think it's just called Ziltoid or Ziltoid the Omniscient. And I actually reference it all the time. I think I referenced it at the beginning of this when I said greetings, human. I think that's the Ziltoid voice. It's so funny. It's this story. It's like a concept album where this alien comes to Earth, and he basically says, I'm going to invade the Earth and enslave your people if you don't give me your universe's ultimate cup of coffee. You have 5 minutes. And they give him the coffee, and he hates it, and they destroy the earth, or they try it. Whatever. It's great. And there's some really good songs on there. It's like kind of like metal, I guess, but it's really also very melodic, and like you can still sing along and understand the words. Sure, there's some screaming, but if you appreciate good musicianship and a little heaviness, it's really good. It's definitely different from like it's not Cannibal Corpse or anything, but it is definitely like metal. But anyway, the song I'm recommending to you is none of those, although those are all great. The song is called Blackberry, and it's from this Devin Townsend project, which was originally only going to be 4 albums, where it was this whole concept that he had for these 4 albums, and the one of them was called Ghost. The album's called Ghost, and it's all very strange, soft. Like the song Blackberry has a bit of a southern or country or like folk. Maybe folk is the best word. It has a weird folk flavor to it. The whole album does not have that, but that track does. But it also makes it like really accessible, and like he's a really good singer, and he's got these female vocals that are great too. Check that song out; it's good. I think that's. I know the last one was Typo Negative, which is like the first 3 minutes is just like a guy yelling and like giving a weird rant speech thing. Like I love it, but it's different. So if you didn't like that, try this one, Blackberry. All of these best listened to with headphones or loud in the car, or just turn it up, crank it. If you're at your computer, just crank it up. It's good, honestly. If you don't like that song, I'd be surprised. Yeah, try that out. He's good. So yeah, today's Pi Day. What is pi for? Is it something with the finding the area of a circle or something, or you find something of a circle, but why? Like, I don't really want the answer. It seems crazy. I don't know. Pi. It's what's for dinner. If dinner is a math thing. Ugh, the worst dinner. You guys know I don't like math. I went to college for a long time, and I have more than enough credits for a degree, but because I didn't finish the math I needed, I can't get the degree. Like I've more than got the degree. There were like 2 or 3 more math classes because I'm so bad at math. I couldn't do it. Or maybe it was because I was too distracted, or I just felt like I had other things going on, and whatever. It's not that important. But yeah, I kind of failed my education because math. I had a couple bad teachers here and there. I couldn't concentrate on it. It's so like nebulous, and I just don't understand, like, what are these for in real life? If you gave me a real example, I could maybe figure it out, but like I was getting into the math where it's these insane equations and like A and B and brackets and minus and weird other little symbols, and I don't know. Didn't like it. I don't know. Give me a real world example of where I really need that weird equation, and I'll say, can't I just use a calculator? I mean, it's terrible. So yeah, I feel like I got, I think I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm dumb, but I feel kind of let down that I never got that degree. Part of me wants to go back and get it, but that math is just so hard for me. I just can't concentrate on it. I find myself in class, this is the kind of thing I'm up against. One time, the teacher said, the teacher would give you, for every homework assignment, I think it was 20 or 30 problems, which I also have a problem with homework. That's on me, whatever. I suck at doing it. I procrastinate. I hate it. And he gives you a cover sheet for your homework in which it explains what the assignment was, and it always gives you these weird little like rules on how to do the homework and how he wants it shown, and the work is shown, and there's a little space for your name and everything. And it always was like, you can't you have to do it in pencil. You can't do it in pen. First of all, why? Who cares? Seriously, who cares? Pen, pencil. Oh, I made a mistake. I'll scratch it out. You really want me to use whiteout? I will. But who cares? It does not matter. And yeah, so his thing was you have to use. I hate that. I just hate that. Like, why is that? Why is that a rule? I hate rules like that. It's a pet peeve. I would prefer if you use pencil. Ugh, I don't. I dislike using a pencil. I prefer to use a pen. For like maybe the same reason. I don't know what your reason is, but my reason is I don't like using a pencil. Whatever. I did the stupid homework in pencil, but I filled out the cover sheet in pen, and I got the homework back, and I failed it because he took off like 20 points because I filled out the freaking cover sheet in pen. Okay, seriously. But all the homework was done pretty correctly. I got most of the answers right, and I did all the work and showed all my work and everything, but I did it in pencil. The cover sheet. So I basically wrote my name, the date, and whatever else he needed on there in pen. That was it. He took off like 20 points, and it took me down to failing grade. And he handed it out, and he's like, "Okay, everyone, you see what I did? Does anyone have any questions on the grades before I let you guys go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you marked me off for using pen, but I did it in pencil." And he's like, "What?" And he looked at it, and he goes, "Oh, you did the cover sheet in pen." And I took it back from him, and I stood up. Well, I didn't stand up. I was like, "Are you serious right now? I did the work in pencil." Really? I did it in pencil. He's like, "Yeah, but the cover sheet's in pen." And I was like, you have to be kidding me." And he's like, "Sorry, that's just the way it is." And I'm like, "All right, that's how this is then." And I got up and I left the class and I didn't go back. That's how mad I was. And I'm not the kind of like, you have a class when there's someone who's disruptive and like angry or like doesn't agree with what the teacher's saying or like doesn't want to be there and so it makes it hard for everyone else. I'm not like that in class. I'm quiet unless I'm okay. I'm a drummer, so I'm always tapping on my desk. But if you shush me, I'll try to remember to stop doing it. But I'm not there to disrupt anyone. I'm not a arguing with the teacher kind of person unless it's something so ridiculous. And yeah, I had enough, and I was like, and it was college, and whatever. I'm not going to get sent to the principal's office, but or whatever. So I wasn't worried about it. Just a waste of actual money. But yeah, I got up and I said, "This is really dumb." I don't know what exactly I said. I don't think I swore. I should have, but yeah, I left and didn't go back. And then the very next time I tried to take the same class with a different teacher, I had to drive 40 minutes to get to that school. I don't know if anyone cares about this, by the way, but whatever, I'm going with it. I had to drive about 40 minutes to get to that campus that class was being offered with a different teacher. And they were doing some updates to the campus. So a lot of the classrooms had been moved to temporary, like almost like trailers, temporary rooms. And in this room, so first of all, it was a pain to get to. I didn't know my way around the campus. It sucked. And this teacher was really, like, not to be mean, but she was like kind of gross. And I'm not talking, she just, not like physically, whatever. I'm not judging anyone's appearance. It wasn't that. It was like, she was always like kind of sniffling and like slurping snot. It was so gross and like, just never really, she was always kind of dirty. She just didn't seem to care that much about her appearance, and it just she was kind of gross, and like maybe she smelled even, and I hate to judge somebody like that. That's not nice, but you know what I mean. She was just kind of like, nah, but she acted like she was so above everyone else, and it was hard to do math when she was just making comments, and then we were doing something with linear equations or something like that. And she kept pronouncing it linear, like she's so fancy. This one's linear, and I just couldn't stand it. I think I may have bailed on that one too, because it just wasn't. I couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was. I don't remember if I bailed or not. But yeah, and again, a lot of that's on me, and that's why I suck at math. Maybe I just had bad luck. Oh. Let's change the subject. I'm sure this is not interesting to anyone. Change the subject from math. I took a cool science class. Oh, baby. I did well in other subjects. I did well in history. I did well in science. Pretty much anything but math. Really well in reading and like, those kinds of reading and writing. Those kinds of things I did extremely well at. I did advanced placement reading and writing classes in college. Not college, high school, Pike School. And I think that's because I read a lot of books as a kid, so I had like a pretty good vocabulary. And like I was never super good at this is a verb and this is a noun and this is why, like these are the specific rules. I wasn't super good at like telling you what and why those were, but I just know them. I'm pretty good at just knowing. I know a sentence when I see one. I know a pretty good, I know when something's incorrect. And I can fix a sentence to make it correct, but I might not know the exact, like, oh, this is an adverb, this is a pronoun. I don't know. I mix all those up in my head. That's like unnecessary. I've got it. I've got the rules. Hopefully, if you've been listening to this, you can hear that I know how to word good. Okay? I'm darn great at it. So yeah. Anyway, that's fun. I don't know if I have much else after that weird rant about school. I'm just like ready to just go lay down. I'm thinking about math. I think that's it. I think I'm done for the day. I don't know if this was enjoyable. Was this enjoying to you? Was this enjoying to you? If this was enjoying to you, please let me know. If you have any like crazy, I would love to hear if you have any stories about insane things that teachers do. I would love to hear those. They make me so mad, but I like hearing them. Leave me a comment about that, or anything cool. How you doing? Something you want me to talk about? Whatever. Yeah, it's been really fun to keep doing this, and I hope I can still do it. So yeah, may the force be with you, and I'll catch you in the next one, I hope. Thanks for listening. Bye.